Hello everyone, welcome back to PwnTV. In this video I'm going to be demonstrating my college project Visual Basic program, Cave Adventure. It's a video game that I built for my final project. So as you can see here on this title screen, the link is going to be posted in the description, but it's also posted here in the screenshot on Dropbox.com. And basically you're just going to go, I'm going to show you in this video how to actually download and play the game, and then I'm going to do a quick playthrough of the game, and we'll wrap up the video after that. So bear with me until the end, and you're going to be in for quite a ride. Alright, so I'm on Dropbox.com, I clicked the link, and I have the download button in front of me. I'm going to click the download button, go to direct download on the drop-down list, and that's going to populate this other drop-down list here with the download it's trying to attempt to do. caveadventure.exe is not commonly downloaded and may be dangerous. So I can either discard the download or I can click the arrow off to the side, which will then give me the option to keep the download. So I'll do that, and then it generates a drop-down list, which you can't see on the recording, but it is indeed there. And then you just simply click on keep, and that will allow you to download the file, all 6.52 megabytes of it. And then after you finish downloading the file, you can simply open the file. Once you open the file, you're going to run into an issue with Windows Defender. Windows Defender is going to pop up and basically give you the same error message. So when you see Windows Defender, you're going to click More Info, and then that's going to give you access to the Run Anyway button. And then you're just simply going to click Run Anyway. Once you click Run Anyway, the caveadventure.exe will actually run, and you'll be able to play Cave Adventure. Alright guys, here's the deal. I'm going to show you the playthrough for my new game, Cave Adventure. So if you don't want spoilers, I would recommend pausing the video and going to download and play the game yourself, and then come back. So basically I'm going to run through, and it is a puzzle game, so I'm going to complete most, if not all, of the puzzles. And because my recording software is a bit choppy right now for whatever reason, I missed a lot of footage when I played through this. This is a recording, so I missed a lot of footage on this particular playthrough, but I tried to get some really good video of every form that I actually do most of the game logic on, right? So it might look a bit choppy in the recording, but the recording does not do the game justice. The game is much more smooth and fluid than this recording is going to be. This recording is really just going to highlight the key parts of the game, basically. So you get the overall idea. So when you pick it up and play it, you're like not in your own strange little universe. You kind of know what's going on. So let's get into it, right? So I'm going to click play. And this little girl lost her necklace, so I have to search a cave for her necklace. She's very happy about me taking the quest. So I'm going to go in here and talk to the old man. He tells me that the necklace is in his office, which is locked, and the key is in a fish. A fish ate the key, so I have to go find the fish that ate the key. Okay, so I'll do some fishing. Basically go back and forth between the lake and the fish, and I'll grab as many fish as I can until I get the color that the old man wants me to get. And then once I meet certain conditions, I get secret fish like this one. So this fish, he's a party animal. He helps me a lot in the game. Okay. So now I can check my inventory, and you can see I have all of the starter fish, and I have the secret fish at the bottom, Martingarian. I have 3 more secret items to unlock. So the way Martin basically works is if I try to drop him, instead of him getting dropped like the other fish do, he basically +1s all of my other fish. So it's just a little hidden effect that he has. Okay, so when I go to turn in my item, Gary robs me. He comes through and he steals my fish from me, so I can't actually turn it in, right? So I have to find a way to actually get past Gary and keep my fish, because every time I encounter Gary, he takes my fish. So there's got to be an item in the game that stops me from encountering Gary. So I'm going to investigate. So if I ask a fish a question, one of the questions I have is, how do I beat Gary? So I can actually ask that question. And the fish will tell me the answer. Basically, I just need 3 copies of the fish that he's trying to steal. And then when he steals it, he also drops a Gary repellent, which prevents me from engaging him again. Basically locks that part of the game off. So there's the repellent. I have it. It's unlocked. It's on my inventory form now. Alright, so now trying to turn in the item yields a different boss, Team Rocket. So basically I have to play differently on this one. I can only attack one of the three, and if I attack the wrong one I lose all of my fish. But I actually attacked the right one that time. So now I can turn in the fish. So the old man... Basically, this is the end of the demo, which was the very first version of this game, where I just completed the first quest, right? So now I'm going to go into Act 2, which is what I've been heavily coding this last few weeks. And that's when we enter the cave again, and the cave collapses on us, so we have no way out, right? We have no way out, so we have to find another way out of this cave at this point. So the old man knows a way out. I have to follow him into a dungeon. I mean... to each his own, I guess. So once I get into this old man's dungeon, I can actually fight a boss. This boss is a crab boss. This crab boss is pretty awesome. And basically what he'll do is, as you attack him, he'll steal your fish and also heal himself. And there's a note here that says the crab steals your fish and regenerates unless you have the specific item that stops him from doing that. So a pretty cool little fight. I can infinitely slap this crab silly and then he'll just regenerate to full. Unless I get really lucky, in which case he doesn't run his heal fast enough and he just dies because I hit him too many times. So that could happen, but it's difficult. So yeah, so I need the fish cooler. So the fish tells me this information when I ask him about the crab. He says I need to activate Martingarion 5 times. Okay. So to get Martingarion, I have to have one of every fish in my inventory, exactly one. So either get some fish if there's 0, or drop some fish if they're more than 1. And then once I have one of every fish, I unlock Martingarion, which, as you can see in this particular run-through, I already unlocked it earlier. So basically right now I'm just activating it. I'm just trying to drop it. It's giving me the error message, I can't be dropped. Go ahead and plus my fish. But in the recording, it's not showing the extra prompt that shows up. But it is there in the actual game. It flows pretty seamlessly in the actual game. So I unlock the fish cooler. A pop-up shows up that the fish cooler is unlocked. Here's the pop-up for when I activate Martingarion, by the way. So I'll just pop up, I'll click OK, and I get more fish. And then the pop-up for the fish cooler will also pop up on the game. But in the recording, it's way choppier than it should be. So on my playthrough, I've got the fish cooler pulled up. I think I eventually recorded that and put it in this video too. So we'll go take a look at that really quick. Okay. Alright, so there's our fish cooler. Our fish cooler is basically going to stop the crab from stealing our fish and healing himself, because we can stash the fish in the cooler, right? And the crab doesn't have any thumbs to open it, so he's kind of fucked. Alrighty then, so now he can't heal. Okay, so I'm going to attack him a bunch of times. Smack. Alright. Bunch more swings. And he's not healing now. No more heals, brah. No more MP. You dead. Alright, so now that I beat him, I get to go to the final boss, which is indeed a dragon. Okay, so in order to fight this dragon, Martingarion gives me a hint here. He says I need to get the water sword. So I'll ask a fish how to get the water sword, well, how to beat the dragon, and they'll explain I need the water sword, and how I get that is I have to leave this particular form with a certain number of fish. Okay, so I have 40 or more fish at this point, so what I'll do is I'll go fishing again, and since I have 40 or more fish, right, now I'll actually ask a question, but really just exit the prompt after I get into it. I mean, I could ask a question, doesn't matter, but I'll exit. And then it gives me Water Sword. Water Sword is the final item, final secret item in the game. And basically destroys fire dragons, yeah. So we're going to fight this dragon now. This is a pretty epic fight, actually. So in order to actually vanquish the flames, we have to click on the flames. So there's some flames. So I'll have to just click on those to disable them and then deal some damage. And this whole routine kind of just keeps going. He randomly puts a certain number of flames on the screen, and I have to click on them to get them to go off. And once they're out of the way, I can deal damage, because I'm not getting burned up while I'm fighting him, right? And the real game's way more fluid than this, of course, because the recording was very choppy. So there you go. So that is the entire game. Very exciting game for me to code, and I think I'm gonna get an A+ on it. Honestly, I mean, I've been debugging it for days, and I've been trying to break it for days. So there's really no way to break this game that I'm aware of. It does everything as intended. So I'm very excited about how well it turned out, and I'm looking forward to my next big project where I get to code more video games, because that's one of my passions. Really, I love doing it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching the video to the end. Give Cave Adventure an actual test run, and let me know what you think in the comments. Great game. Let me know if you would have done something differently, for sure, because I'm always looking for some advice to make better games in the future. Alright guys, peace out. I'll see you in the next video.